Well, hello guys. It is Teacher Courtney here. I wanted to come on here and just kind of be real with everybody and just kind of talk about what it's like to be a work-at-home mom. So we all know about, work from home parents or stay-at-home parents or work outside the home parents. And there's all this talk about, work at home mom, so I've got the kiddo. But we always talk about kind of the negatives if you're on one side or the other, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a working mom. And I just kind of wanted to talk about kind of what it's like to be a work-at-home mom and the struggles, but also the plus sides, because there's so many pluses, as it is with either. So if you're a stay-at-home parent, there are pros and cons to that. If you're working outside the home, there's pros and cons to that. And if you're working from home with kiddos, there are pros and cons to that too. So I'll kind of go over what the challenges are first, and just kind of talk about what it's like doing your work with a toddler. So the biggest challenge is that you get distracted quite a bit. So I get distracted from my work. I am an online ESL teacher with VIPKID. And so I do all my teaching before my son wakes up. But there are going to be days that where I still need to do some of the feedback while he's awake. And it can make it very distracting if I'm trying to do some of that while he's, having fun and talking with his toys or talking to me or wanting some attention. So that brings me to another challenge, which is finding that balance, the balance between work life and home life, because you're at home, so you're working from home, but where do you balance so you're spending enough time and you're spending quality time doing the work and quality time with your family and with your kids, because it's not a good thing if you're trying to do both at the same time. So if I wanted to get my feedback done, I need to do it maybe in a time that my son is doing an activity, so he's got his focus on one thing and then I can be focused on another right at the same time. So a lot of times what I notice I'll do, or just what I do, I'll put some crayons on the table in the kitchen, and so he will color and draw, and I will do my own work right beside him. I also do answer phones. Oh, sorry, a car is going by. So I do answer phones for my husband. He has a small business, and so I answer the phones for him as well. So doing that at home, answering phones at home with a toddler he's answered the phone a few times, which is so crazy. So when he first learned that he could do that, it was crazy, because he came to me and he's talking to someone on the phone, and it was just the cutest thing ever. So it can be hard, and you have to find a way that works for you, so you can balance work and you can balance life. So being able to turn off your work so you're not doing it for the entire time you're at home. Maybe picking certain days where you do more of the work. So I'm a big busy bee, so I also teach. I not only teach with VIPKID, I also teach online college courses through 2 different universities. And so I have to find a balance with which day do I devote to grading. So I can answer emails throughout the day. So anytime there's some downtime with my son, I can check emails real quick. But I designate a certain day. Every semester I pick one day, and during nap time or during breakfast, I will grade the papers for all classes. So that way I'm not grading on multiple days of the week. and it allows me to know what's expected of me on a certain day, and then I plug into my son on the rest of those days. So if he has outside activities, so if we're going to the library, or if we have a jamboree class, or if we have kinder music, then I don't pick those days. Or if I know I typically grade on Mondays because Steph is usually due on Sunday, so I grade on Monday. So that is how I balance my time at home, and you have to find what works for you. Get organized and find that. If you want help with that, definitely comment below. I used to do that full time. I would help with time management with my clients. So if you want extra help with that, definitely reach out and I can help you in that area. So I'm going to go to the pros because that is all I have for the cons right now that I've ever thought of. Pros, I get to see my son all day, every day. So I am with him all the time. I get my days out. I get my moments, where I'm working in the morning. I wake up before him, so I'm teaching in the morning, and that is for me. So I get to do that for me, and that helps me to be a better mom. It helps me to be a better wife. So I get to see my son all day, every day. I am watching him grow. I'm watching him learn. I am watching him be the person that he can be, and I can help teach him those things. Another thing, he goes through my when I'm finished with all of my classes, he will look through with me some of the lessons. So I am teaching him the material as well. So he's learning the songs and he's learning the characters, and it's so much fun to watch. I wouldn't change it for the world. I am absolutely blessed that this opportunity came my way, and if I could pass it on to anybody that needs it, I will. So I am a career coach. I can help you along the way to getting hired with VIPKID if this is the career that you would like. Check out my channel and look at all my other videos, and I can kind of explain what VIPKID is, what the requirements are, and if it's a good fit for you, definitely reach out to me. Submit a comment, or I have a link that has my email as well as the link to apply in the description. So definitely do that as well if you would like. I will say I have to clean my office multiple times. So if I have to let's say I'm working at the computer in my office. My son will come in and completely destroy the room. And I let him, because I'd rather him be happy and playing and in the room that I'm in than me kind of keep it. And he helps me. So it's a learning opportunity. So he takes a lot of shirts out of boxes. So I have a box that is filled with shirts, and he likes to take those out. And but I'm kind of rambling here. If he can play, and then he's also learning because I take breaks and I'm, interacting with him through the entire time we're in there, and we're only in there maybe an hour, sporadically, maybe once a week, if that. So, if he can come in and just kind of play and interact and kind of go through some of my stuff and just see what props I use and that kind of thing. It's cute because he will, if he sees something that he thinks I use while I'm teaching, he'll say, "This is Mama teaching." So that's what he's named it all, so it's pretty cute. But yes, that is what it's like to be a work-at-home mama, work-at-home parent. I get to be outside in the middle of the day and watering the grass. Just making sure that the yard stays the way that it's supposed to be. It can be hectic, it can be crazy, it can be stressful at times, but it is so rewarding, and you can do it too. So anyways, until next time, happy teaching, guys.